Hello, today we're with Courtney Zhou and we're going to discuss the renting apartment in China. Given the property in China is very difficult to own even for locals. Many foreigners and locals are more willing to rent apartment in China. And so what is the legal landscape to renting apartment in China?
It's different from many Western countries, and the custom certainly plays a big role in the Chinese property market. As opposed to fortnightly or monthly payments elsewhere, it is customary for a landlord in China to demand up to 3 months' rent upfront.
So it sounds like some of the terms of renting an apartment in China can be quite a shock to a lot of experts.
There are many tenant protections which foreigners are used to in Western jurisdictions are not available in China. For instance, according to Chapter 13 of the Chinese contract law, a landlord may request rent at the end of the year if the lease is for over a year, and in the case of a lease for less than a year, rent will be due at the end of the lease term. This will put significant financial stress on expatriates who may come to China for the first time. With a strong lease, a tenant may resort to legal remedies at times when landlord fails to perform their legal obligations under the contract. It is imperative to attain a lease in writing, which will likely be in Chinese or broken English. Therefore, it is highly advisable that the tenant seek legal advice prior to signing anything.
What are some other things you could recommend to potential and current leases in China?
Well, a very good place to start is to vet your landlord and your roommates as much as possible. Having a bad landlord or roommate could cause you many legal headaches in the future. It could be freeloaders living in your apartment, roommates late on payment on rent, or a landlord from hell. That will be the last thing you want to deal with. If at all possible, get in touch with trustworthy locals who may best assist you. Some terms to be wary about and agreed upon before is manageable deposit and exactly how you can get the deposit back. Usually, a deposit can be up to 3 months' rent, so you want to make sure you can afford that amount and the necessary steps needed to reclaim it. Further, you need to make sure the contract is not continuous unless you intend to live in the exact same location for the long term. However, it is safer and usually more practical if you can agree upon a finite term in a contract.